Today on the Hopefulist, get another dream. Dancing will keep you young. And someone buggered up.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, October 1st, 2019. How did we get to October? September flew by. I mean, literally, I feel like it just flew by. But it is day 19 of Gotta Get on Ellen. I'm working on it. I'm moving and shaking. I'm doing what I can. So I was speaking yesterday about going to Maryland to watch my sister complete her first Ironman competition. And according to her only Ironman competition. But I had met one of her friends who originally is from England. And she had started out in the race as well. But she had an issue and was taken to the hospital during the swim portion. She had some water in her lungs. She was fine. But she had said, I was doing good until I buggered up. Buggered up. I love the way English people speak. She buggered up. That is my new phrase. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this yesterday. From now on, whenever somebody messes up, I'm going to be like, oh, buggered up, huh? Love it. Isn't that awesome? I think it's smashing. I'm going to become British. I'm going to have to move to England one of these years and pick up all the cool lingo. And then I'm going to come back like Madonna and pretend that I'm English and have a British accent. And I love the fact that you're English and British at the same time. So, anyway, I hope you get through the day without buggering up, because that would be not so brilliant or smashing. Cheerio, old chap. So today I wanted to tell you about a story that I came across. A new study, you know how I love my studies, about dancing and how it keeps you young. Not only can it keep you young, but it can reverse the signs of aging in the brain. So as we grow older, we suffer a decline in mental and physical fitness. So exercise has the beneficial effect of slowing down or even counteracting age-related decline, according to this study. They show in the study that two different types of exercise, dancing and then endurance training, both increase the area of the brain that declines with age. In comparison, though, it was only dancing that led to noticeable behavioral changes in terms of improved balance, which is obviously very important as you grow older. This is why you always hear about older people falling and breaking their hips, because they're losing their sense of balance. So, previous research has shown that physical exercise can combat age-related brain decline. It's not known if one type of exercise can be better than another. So, this is why they did just the particular dancing versus endurance training. And the endurance training is great, too. But maybe we got to get our dance on a little bit. Maybe we got to do a little more dancing. I want to take up swing dancing. I want to get lessons so bad. And I think that I'm going to actually look into that and get it started. I'm going to figure out a way to talk my husband into doing it with me, and we'll have a blast. And then we will dance up a storm to doing some swing dances eventually. And we will shock the world. Look at how good they can swing dance. Who knew? I know, right? Not me. I didn't know. So we got to find us a great teacher, somebody who could take on Joe, who is very tall and a clumsy lout, if I don't say so myself. I call him that all the time at home. He's not going to be offended. At least I don't think he's going to be offended. So I don't have a lot today. I've been very very busy with my sister, so blame her if I'm not getting to as much stuff as you would like me to. But today, since my sister is still here, we're going to have a little gathering to celebrate her and her huge achievement of completing an Ironman competition. And aside from a couple of, snacks, appetizers, that type of thing, I thought that I would order some pizza. Make it easy on all of us, right? Everybody likes pizza. So I wanted to know what your favorite pizza topping is. Which is the best pizza topping? There is a place around here called Anthony's that we just love. And my friend Tracy got me started on this. I ordered chicken parm pizza. It is just chicken fingers cut up, breaded and fried, cut up, and then put on the pizza. So good. Cheesy goodness surrounded with chicken nuggets, and it's like a little chicken parm pizza. That is our favorite. We used to get the white pizza from there all the time, which is really good. They put the ricotta cheese right on it, and then I would get like mushrooms and I guess just mushrooms. I used to get slices of tomato on it, but Joe doesn't like tomatoes. But the last time we got that, it wasn't that good, and it kind of scared us off. So we've just been getting the chicken parm pizza. But here are some of your favorites. Let me see. Linda says mushrooms. Melissa says, I love a Supreme 86 the olives. That's restaurant talk, people. 86 the olives. No olives. Kelly says buffalo chicken. Dawn says bacon. Denise says most of my food choices depend upon my mood, but mushroom. But my son likes plain. Kim says meatball. Another vote for mushrooms by Connie. Libby says pepperoni. Marcy says besides cheese, sausage. Joe and I love sausage as well. Janet says plain to all of the above. Kevin says sausage. Mandy says I like vine ripened tomatoes on mine. Nancy says onions. Ugh. Joe says too many to choose. Sausage is my go-to. Lori says bacon and pineapple. Okay. I have never had pineapple on a pizza. I'm not sure if I'm willing to give it a go. There's so many other things that I really already like on pizza. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe someday. Kathy says mushroom and peppers. Maureen says sauteed peppers and onions. Michelle says pepperoni, jalapeno, and mushrooms. Now, Michelle had tried to order a pizza the night before her race. She always eats pizza. And since she was in Maryland instead of Texas, she asked for jalapeno on her pizza, and they said, yeah, we don't do that. So I guess that's a regional thing. I don't think that we do put jalapenos on our pizza in New Jersey either, but I'm not a fan of them, so it doesn't much matter to me. Jim says, I pretty much do anything but anchovies, but my favorite is mushrooms. And mushrooms is good if you're trying to be on track or watching your weight, especially on Weight Watchers. I sometimes would get a plain pizza with just mushrooms on it because mushrooms are 0 points on Weight Watchers. Just a little heads up there. And Martin says, never pineapple. No way, Jose. Never pineapple. So there are some of your choice pizza toppings. I'm thinking I'm going to get a Sicilian tonight, so maybe like half sausage and pepperoni, half plain for people who don't like a topping. What do you think? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll throw in a chicken parm pizza just to prove to everybody how delicious it is. I don't know. I'm still not sure where I'm going to go for it because the last time we had a really good Sicilian pizza, it was not from the Anthony's that I was just discussing that has the delicious chicken parm pizza. There are a lot of pizza places, So I should get a regular pizza and a Sicilian because my sister probably wants regular pizza because they really don't have good pizza in Texas. Not what you get in Texas. You don't go to Texas for pizza. You go to Texas for barbecue. We had barbecue in Maryland as well. Joe and I split a brisket sandwich, which really we should not have split because it was very tiny. Because I wanted to get, what else did I want to get? Why I had asked him to split it with me. Oh, he wanted to get wings along with the sandwich. I said, well, why don't you get the wings and then we'll split the sandwich and I'll have the half a sandwich. And then I was getting some cornbread on the side. And I said, and I'll have one or two of your wings. It was really good. Everything was really good. The brisket sandwich, and then I got a little coleslaw, put it on the sandwich. Yummy. So on to today's blog post. Today I'm talking about chasing your dream. Chasing a dream brings more happiness than achieving it, so always have another goal. Studies show it is the process of chasing a dream rather than the achievement that brings the most happiness. This is why it is so important to always have another goal to go after. So it makes sense if you think about it. Once you achieve a goal, there is a period of elation and achievement, but once that wears off, what comes next? This is when you need to level up. Take the old dream up a notch or start pursuing something completely different. It depends on what your goal is and how far you feel you want to go. Now, my sister completed an Ironman competition over the weekend, and I'm sure she is still on a high from it. She said as she crossed the finish line, she would never do another one again. But apparently this is what most people say as they finish something so physically draining and taxing. She's already talking about doing another half Ironman, so she certainly doesn't plan to sit around and watch TV for the rest of her life. Thank goodness for that. Now, while I was at the race, I heard many people completing their 4th, 5th, even more Ironmans. Now, maybe this is what athletes do. I wouldn't know. I am not an athlete. As they finish a hard worked for goal, then they maybe try to increase their number of races or their own personal timing. I had asked my sister, how many medals do you have? And you get a medal every time you do a marathon, a half marathon, a half Ironman, and all of this. She probably has about 60 medals. 60. That's crazy. So when it comes to other types of dreams, many of them, unlike a physical goal, are ongoing. You can just continue to build. Like I'm trying to build my Hopefulist brand, and as my numbers increase and more people discover what I do, I have no end in sight. My dream consists of building on itself. There will never be too many people listening to this podcast or reading my blog. The more, the better. I'm not going to get to 10,000 and say, oh, that's it. I don't want any more listeners. I'm done. But I do have numbers that I'm shooting for in my head. But like I said, once I reach that number, I just increase my number. So there is no end point like there is at a sporting event. But this is why professional athletes often go into broadcasting and coaching when they retire from their particular sport. They are often still young, and they need something to do for the rest of their lives. So it's about chasing the next goal you set for yourself. The glory is in the process more than the achievement, because the process is what you do every single day. So there is nothing like getting that dream, but it's not something that can be sustained for very long. By nature, we always want more, and we should want more. So as you move toward your dreams and goals, figure out what would come next. What is the next step in the process of dream chasing for you? It is Taco Tuesday, people. Grab a taco and enjoy this first day of October, a brand new month full of possibilities and opportunities. Figure out those dreams, write down those goals, and get on to chasing. And of course, as you are doing all this throughout the day, I want you to enjoy today and the process and make it your best day yet.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Ellen, have me on your show.